Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. I'm NURIN, represented the other members of my group to present our business ideation and innovation project, which is Mesenchymal Adipogenic Differentiation Kit. Our company purpose is to produce an adipogenic differentiation kit by culturing the human mesenchymal stem cells that are extracted from umbilical cord arteries for use in medical field and research laboratories. The mission of our company is to optimize the growth of suspension cultures of mesenchymal stem cells. The company also wants to manufacture a user-friendly kit to further explore its usage and application in research. There are two main problems that we face. First is the mesenchymal stem cells are produced on small scale, which is unable to meet the demands. This is because the process of producing mesenchymal stem cells is complicated and MSCs have a limited lifespan in culture which undergo synthesis after multiple passages. This can further limit their usefulness for clinical application and necessitates the need for continuous isolation and expansion to meet the demands. The other reasons that cause MSCs produced on small scale is that MSCs are typically isolated from bone marrow or other tissues, which is a time-consuming and labor-intensive process. Additionally, the yield of MSCs from these sources is often low, which limits their availability for clinical applications. The regulatory environment for the use of MSCs in clinical trials is still evolving, and there is a need for extensive safety and efficacy data before the widespread use of MSCs in clinical applications can be authorized. This limits the demand and subsequently the scale of production of MSCs. The second problem that we face in Malaysia is only a few companies produce mesenchymal stem cells, and it normally takes a very long time to be imported. This is because the use of MSCs raises ethical concerns, particularly when they are obtained from fetal or embryonic tissue. Companies in Malaysia tend to avoid producing this kind of product to prevent unnecessary problems. This has led to increased interest in alternative sources of MSCs, such as adipose tissue or umbilical cord blood. Other than that, researchers and hospitals that want to import MSCs from overseas will need to pay a higher delivery fee. There are some importation issues of MSCs which are subject to regulations from both the exporting and importing countries. These regulations can include requirements for documentation, testing, and quality control, which can be time-consuming and costly. Another issue related to the importation of MSCs is the potentials for contamination or cross-contamination during transport. MSCs are sensitive to changes in their environment, and exposure to contaminants or suboptimal conditions can affect their viability and therapeutic potential. To solve the problems mentioned, we therefore propose that the mesenchymal stem cell kits be produced and repackaged locally according to the high demand. The locally repackaged kits save up a lot of time for the researchers to use the kits. The kits can be obtained locally and faster delivery. There are 5 main reasons why we wanted to produce our product now. Firstly, it is a time-sensitive experiment. Second, some mesenchymal adipogenic differentiation kits may have limited availability. Third is the competing research. Number 4 is the funding constraints. C is the institutional requirements. Next is market potential. Since the mesenchymal adipogenic differentiation kit is for in vitro research purpose only, the products are mainly targeting the local research laboratories and hospitals. The customer-friendly kit optimizes the investigation towards the metabolic mechanism of adipocytes and become a useful tool for scientific research. According to this pie chart, the total number of hospitals and research laboratories that we are now pursuing is 200. We expect that 50% of this kit will be sold to hospitals and 50% to research laboratories. On the other hand, Malaysia has over 750 accredited laboratories, nearly 600 of which are privately held. According to the government data, there are 6,400 laboratory technicians who have received extensive training in regional comparison. The laboratories benefit from the healthcare system shift towards preventative medicine and aging population and medical tourism, which is economically vital for Malaysia. While hospital orders continue to be a primary focus of laboratories, private laboratories facilities are increasingly aligning their services to research into the uses of mesenchymal stem cells. Furthermore, Malaysia has 352 hospitals with 146 government hospitals and 209 private certified hospitals. Mesenchymal stem cells appear to be multipotent progenitor cells with the ability to develop into a variety of mesenchymal cell lineage, including bone cartilage and fat. As a result, the vast majority of these hospitals require a mesenchymal adipogenic differentiation kit for use in bone marrow, adipose tissue, liver, amniotic fluid, embryonic placenta, umbilical cord blood, and other tissues. From this analysis, we calculated the company's market share by dividing total sales or revenues by total sales in the industry over a fiscal period. When we analyzed, we found out that there were around 8 million revenues in a single year. So, we believe that this year is the best time to propose our project to get more potential revenues from the laboratories and hospitals. After performing all of the calculations, our company decided to sell 1 unit of mesenchymal adipogenic differentiation kit at an estimated cost of 500 ringgit, where the total revenue gain per unit will be estimated at 100 ringgit approximately. The minimum estimated units that will be sold by our company for each and every single month will be 100 in total. In the other words, the total estimated revenue that will be gained by the company within these 5 months, which is all the way from April to September, will be 225,000 ringgit in total, where this is sufficient enough for our company to claim this huge amount of revenue already within this short 5 months.